Hey guys, Gavin the Magic back again, and it's time for the Splinterlands Card Market Watch. This is episode number 48. Today is November 9th, 2025, and we're going to go through all the different token prices, the pack prices, card prices, all that good stuff. So this will be all the data in part one, and then part two, as you guys know, we're going to go through the card market on Splinterlands. We're going to go through by set, all the different rarities. And there has been a lot of movement in the card market in the last few days. So excited to share that with you guys, but we'll get to that in part two. So let's start with all the tokens. So as you can see here, SPS, same as 2 weeks ago, we're still sitting at 7/10 of a cent. Vouchers are down slightly, down just above 1.5 cents each. And DEC is still way under peg, but we're slightly trending up, as you can see, over the last month. We hit that low of 57 cents per thousand. Now currently we're at 62.3 cents per thousand DEC. Voucher supply actually went down in the last 2 weeks. We burned an extra 164,478. So we went down about almost 11,800 per day. Now remember, we are printing 40,000 vouchers per day. So it looks like the Dargatum card is sucking up a lot of those vouchers. SPS burning, we burnt just under 500,000 SPS in the last 2 weeks. So we burnt a total of 240 million SPS so far. So you can see the total supply here is still well above 2.7 billion tokens. All right, moving on to packs. So pack prices. So Alpha has moved up from $35 to $45 a pack. Just under 4,200 packs left on the market. Beta still at $7, $6.99. Just over 20,000 beta packs still unopened. Untamed, there were some cheap untamed packs that were, as you can see here, from 2 weeks ago, just above $3. I think there was like 20 packs or so at that price. Those have been bought out, and now the floor is at $4. Just over 42,000 untamed packs left unopened. Dice moved up a little bit from $2.50 to $3 a pack. Just under 4,900 packs there. Orb still sitting at $3.35, just over 6,600 orb packs. And then Chaos Legion. So the thing I want to point out with Chaos Legion is I've seen a big price movement over on Hive. I've talked about this before. A lot of times what people do, bots will buy the cheap Chaos Legion packs off of Hive and they'll relist it, 3 to 5 cents higher over in game. Currently, Chaos Legion packs are selling for 37 cents, but over on Hive, there is only, I believe, 60 packs or so at this price, and the price quickly jumps up to over 50 cents a pack. And there's not even, I don't think, 1,000 packs for sale on Hive Engine, and usually there are several thousand. So it's going to be interesting to see in the next few days how the Chaos Legion pack price does, how many packs, if there are any more that get relisted on Hive, at a low price. Maybe Chaos Legion packs stay, 35 to 40 cents, somewhere in there. But if there's not new sellers over on Hive, bots are not going to be able to bring them in game, and you might see quickly Chaos Legion packs going to 50 cents and higher. So I'm going to stay tuned and monitor that, of course, every day. And if there's any big movements, I'll probably do a short video to let you guys know about Chaos Legion. Just wanted to put that out there. Still have 1.7 million packs unopened, but you can see the spike up in how many packs were open over the last 2 weeks. We had been around 2,000 to 3,000. In the last 2 weeks, it's been over 6,600 packs opened. Rift Watchers, surprisingly, at least to me, continues to drop down to 60 cents. I mean, pretty soon it's going to be, Rift Watchers is going to be around the same price as Chaos Legion. And you can see here, there's only 110,000 packs, which is still a huge amount, but compared to 1.7 million, I don't know if we're going to get down to 50-cent Rift Watcher packs, but I think at some point these are going to start being bought up to be opened and burnt for Cinder. You can see over 1,000 packs were opened over the last 2 weeks. Rebellion still holding above $3.15. Just over 12,000 packs that are available to be put on the market. Hardly any have been opened. Foundation packs are still holding right around 13, 14 cents at the time of recording. So it seems like that is about the floor. We start getting around 13.5 cents, and then they get bought up to about 14.5, and it just kind of recycles every day. All right, moving on to sets. Alpha, so Alpha Commons, 21 cents up to $98. Rares, 98 cents to $9.99. Epics, $4.34 up to $14.88. And Alpha Legendaries, $40 to $250. Gold foil commons, there still are, I believe, 2 that are under $10. When I get to part 2 of the video, you're going to see that a lot of gold cards have been taken off the market. So in part 2, I'll really be able to show you guys how the liquidity on a lot of these different sets has dried up. But just looking at the numbers now, you can see the rares are still 26 to 220, epics 210 to 680, and then legendaries $1,150 to $9,500. The promo cards for Alpha, common is still at $7.76, the rare at $15.84, no epic promo, and the legendary is at $199, and the gold foil versions are gone, except for the legendary, which is still there at $1,234. All right, beta. So your beta commons are 4 to 23 cents. The rares 18 cents to 239. Epic 65 cents to 180. And legendaries 443 to $65. Gold foil commons for beta $1.98 to $32.59. Rares 750 to $188.10. Epics $39.99 up to $350. And then gold foil legendaries $288 to $3,960. And then the beta promo cards, the common Dragon Summoners at 20 cents still, the rare is still at 40 cents, the epic moved up to $2.53, Red Dragon is at $5.50, Prince Julian is gone. I wonder who bought it. Congratulations to Jimmy. I know he said on the latest podcast, People's Guild, he picked up that Prince Julian for $4.99. So he got the only one on the marketplace. So now let's see if he is interested in an Archmage Arius, also for $499. Okay, gold foils. Gold foil common promo, $3.74. Gold foil rare, $18.94. Gold foil epic, $69. And then no gold foil legendaries, no Prince Julian, no Red Dragon, no Archmage Arius. Okay, moving to Untamed. So Untamed commons, 1 cent up to 69 cents. Rares, 4 cents to $9.68. Epics, 20 cents to $1.69. Legendaries, $1.13 to $28.88. And the gold foil versions, 47 cents to $4.20. Rares, $1.91 up to $39. The gold epics, $9.99 to $2.20. And the gold legendaries, $89 to $900. And then some of the key cards in the set. Kitty is sitting at $28.88. Llama, $14.99. Jotun for $18. And Kron for $6.83. No gold foil Kitty. That one either sold or was taken off the market. The gold foil llama is still there for $245, Jotun for $345, and the gold Kron for $229. So same as 2 weeks ago. And then your promo cards, Halfling Alchemist is at 87 cents, Chain Golem still at $21, and Mighty Dricken at $149.76. Gold foil Halfling Alchemist, $29.68. Gold foil Chain Golem at $69, and no gold foil Mighty Dricken. Okay, moving to dice. Commons 1 to 8 cents. Look at this though, rares 7 cents to $1.94, and this is for a single BCX. So we'll go through that in part 2. Epics 45 cents to 69 cents, and then legendaries $1.65 to $19.50. Your gold foil dice cards, commons 68 cents to $5. The rares $2.18 to $14.70. Gold epics $10.89 to $39.99, and gold foil dice legendaries $79.95 up to $277. Okay, moving to orb. So orb commons 5 to 11 cents, rares 20 to 21 cents. Epics $1.22 and $1.46, and legendaries $4.10 to $9.38. The gold foil commons $2 to $4.99. Rares $7.99 to $11. The two gold epics are $47 and $73. And there are no gold foil legendaries, so none of the Warlord, Lord of Fire, or Corrupted Pegasus are on the market in gold foil. Okay, Chaos Legion. So this is the one I really want to get to part 2 and show you guys how the liquidity is dried up. Commons are still, as you can see, these cards are pretty much in the same range as they have been. Commons 1 to 5, rares 2 to 14. Epics, the floors moved up from 7 to 10 cents, up to 34 cents for an epic, but look at the legendary floor price. So we were at 37, 36, 35 cents. Now it's jumped up to 55 cents, but the high end hasn't moved. The high end legendary is still only $1.68. But people have been buying those sub 50 cents Chaos Legion legendaries. The gold foil cards, once again, part 2, you're going to see how these things have just completely dried up. Commons, 12 cents to 47. Rares, 60 cents to $1.59. Epics, pretty much that $3 to $5 range. And then gold legendaries, $22.32 up to $85. Your soulbound cards from Chaos Legion, 4 to 11 cents for the commons, 22 to 74 cents for the rares, 97 cents to $11.69 for the epics, and $6.18 to $35 for the legendary cards. And then your gold foil soulbound cards, commons 99 cents to $2.44. Rares $3.39 to $37, epics 25 to 60, and then legendaries 89 to 400. And then your promo cards, the bear is sitting at 6 cents, Vruz is at 7, Oshure at $5.99, Dr. Blight at $5.60. Look at this, Zerial's actually gone up. I think this is the first time. Is this the first time ever? It's kind of always been trending down. Yeah. I think this is the first time in forever this card has gone up. There are multiple copies that are cheaper, right around that maybe $250 to $350 range, but for individual BCX, the cheapest one on the market is $11. Waka is up from $45 to $54.99, and look at this, Lux Vega is down to $89. So if you do not have a Lux Vega, you know, $100 had kind of been the floor. Now there's at least one for $89. Gold foil, the bear is at $1.32, Vruz at 88 cents, gold foil Assure at $69.44, no gold foil Dr. Blight, Zerial at $41.82, and no gold foil Waka or Lux Vega currently on the market. All right, Rift Watchers. So commons 1 to 10 cents, rares 2 cents to 49 cents, epics 17 to 80 cents, and legendary 67 cents up to $7.74. The gold foils 15 to 68 cents for the commons, 60 cents to $4.50 for the rares, $3.67 to $7.14 for the epics, and $27 to $78 for the legendaries. Rebellion commons 1 to 44 cents, rares 6 cents to $1.31, epics 21 cents to $4.40, legendaries $1.40 to $32.30. Look how the legendary price has been going down for the upper end. The gold foil commons 30 cents up to $5.22, rares 80 cents to $13.86, epics $4.68 to $14.67, and gold legendaries $24.90 up to $219. Moving to the soulbound cards, commons are 3 to 4 cents still, rares 11 to 19 cents, epics 79 cents to $1.03, and legendaries $3.59 to $4.99. Your gold soulbound cards, commons 68 cents to $1.69, rares $3.50 to $6.89, epics $23 to $40, and once again no gold legendaries on the market. Some of your key legendary cards from Rebellion. So Kai is at $2.38, Akane at $14.10, Rage at $11.35, Darg at $22, Venka at $17.85, Lorcus $31.30, Cryptic $15.46, Tofu $32.30. I still think Lorcas is going to flip tofu pretty soon. EMP $14.91, Nidhogger $12.34, and Risk-Eldrath $12.22. And then the gold foil versions, gold foil Kai 28, Akane 80, Rage 108.69, Darg $64, Venka $219, Lorcas $160, Cryptic $99, Tofu $164.99, EMP $159, Nidhogger $122.16, and Risk-Eldrath $145.96. Okay, and then the promo cards. So Grimbarden Smith is at $255 with the gold foil still at $13.53. Mantaroth, same as 2 weeks ago, $13.49 for regular foil, $99 for gold foil. The Enforcer, 44 cents with the gold foil at $4.99. Baron Fiat, $4.94 with the gold foil at $29.99. Mana Warden down to 12 cents with the gold foil at $1.21. Sanctus, $1.38. Gold foil, $13.50. Eleanor, $43 with the gold foil at $3.99. Night Stalker, $2.60 with the gold foil, $9.89. Deliet, $52, no gold foil. Rune Anarchist, $3.50 with the gold foil at $20.82. Rick Loneman, $49.94, and once again, no gold foil. Mariput Mossmender, $1.18 with the gold foil at $14.22. Nefkit at $17.90, no gold foil. Ulfka, $7.35, gold foil at $185.99. Warborn Shaman at $2.55, gold foil at $19.99. Fizbo down to $26.99 and the gold foil at $99.99. Heloise the Hollow, still for sale for $699, no gold foil. And then Keelan Gaines up to $1.90 with the gold foil at $10.85. All right, moving to Conclave Arcana. So commons are 2 to 10 cents, rares 10 cents to $1.85, epics 34 cents to $1, legendaries $3 to $10.90. The gold foils 30 to 60 cents, rares $1.30 to $18.69, epics $6.32 to $7.84, and gold legendaries $37.05 to $87.40. And then your black foil cards and mint numbers. Currently for commons, we're still on mint 126. Cards for sale range from $66.33 up to $146.38. The rares are on mint number 38, currently $359 to $400 on the market. There's only one epic. We're still at mint 24. That's for $660. And then for legendaries, I think there was 3 cards. Ranging from $850 to $980, and mint number 10 for one of the cards, and I think the other ones are on mint number 8. Okay, gold arcanes, 60 to 150, rares 108.99 to 109.99, and there are no epic or legendary gold arcanes for sale. And then your black arcane market is even thinner. There's one common for 400, a rare for 8,000, an epic for 1,400, and no black arcane legendary. Okay, the Conclave Arcana reward cards, 2 to 6 cents for the commons, 7 to 23 cents for the rares, 69 cents to $1.57 for the epics, and legendaries are $3.49 to $6.15. The gold foil cards, and these are the print numbers for each card, went up a little bit. You can see 51 cents to $1. The rares $2.75 to $4.98, epics $8.97 to $15.99, and legendaries $41 to $100. The black foil commons range from $60 to $91. The rares $144 to $299.90. There's only one epic for sale for $399. And for your black foil legendaries, $499 up to $1,500. The Gold Arcane versions, commons $49 to $65, rares $135 up to $1,500. No Gold Arcane epics, and the legendary, there's one for sale for $400. Your Black Arcane, commons $130 to $150, rares $250 to $1,000, and then no epic or legendary cards. Your promo cards, the Skinwalker regular foil is 59 cents, gold foil is $7.20, and the black foil is at $299.99. No arcane versions for sale again. Gramel the Hunger, $11.29 with the gold foil at $140. No other versions available. Yabanus regular foil for $98. That's the only one available on the market. And then your airdrops, Zerx is at 7 with the gold foil at $46.79. Zarin is at $3.80. Gold foil is at $37.59, and a black foil for $980. Calamity is sitting at $6.58 with the gold foil at $52.25. And then your voucher cards, Tososhi $3.30, gold foil at $49. Dargatum, look at the movement up here, up to $17.47, gold foil at $194. No other versions currently available on the market. Yabas Pickle, 7 cents, gold foil $1.72, no black foil pickle. Gold Arcane is at $159, and a black Arcane is for sale for $420.07. And then the streamer card, the Arena Fanatic, not very many copies on the market. Regular foil for $1, gold foil starting at $11.98. All right, and then finally with foundations. So you can see here, common still 1 to 2 cents, rares 1 to 24, epics 2 to 29 cents, and then legendary 7 cents to $2. The gold foils 2 to 18 cents for the commons, 8 cents to $2.50 for the rares, 29 cents to $2.30 for the epics, and $2.68 to $8.50 for the gold legendaries. And then the two cards that were not in the campaign, non-starter cards, the Bear is at 2 cents and Moros Malik is at 3. Your epic cards, Lady Amara is at 6 cents, the Horse Tamer at 5 cents, Assel at 18 cents, Glimmermancer 13 cents, Lenore Nevermore 8 cents, and Saltwater Mage at 29 cents. And then your legendary cards, the Salamanders at 13 cents, the Guardian at 14 cents, Root at 35 cents, the Musketeer at 79 cents, and the Scale Weaver at $2. And then your gold foil versions of those cards, Lady Amara is at 40 cents, Horse Tamer at 45 cents, SL at $1.48, Glimmermancer $1.30, Lenore at 90 cents, and Gold Saltwater Mage at $2.30. Your legendary cards, Salamander at $2.68, the Guardian at $2.89, Root at $4.40, Musketeer at $4.30, and Gold Scale Weaver at $8.50. And then the black foil versions of these cards, commons range from $5 to $50, rares $7.50 to $43.90, epics $14.99 to $300, and black foil legendaries $97 up to $449. The arcane versions, commons $8 up to $200, so a huge range there. Rares $22.44 to $57.37. No gold arcane epic foundation cards for sale, and legendaries $299 to $500. And then finally the black arcane versions, commons $19.95 to $98.88, and rares $99 to $700. There are no black arcane epics or legendaries on the marketplace. And that is it, guys. So that is all the data for part 1. And one of the things you don't get from just looking at the numbers is the amount of cards that are currently available on the marketplace. So we're going to go through that shortly in part 2. You'll see some of the prices of cards are starting to tick up, and a lot of certain cards are disappearing completely off the market. So stay tuned for that in part 2. I will upload that shortly. So I hope you guys are doing well. Remember, tomorrow morning is the drawing for Frontier, so make sure you have all your battles in and all your entries. So until tomorrow, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun, all that good stuff.